Hello, everyone. Welcome to the City of Healing. It is indeed a happy Monday, and I hope you all had a very productive day. Welcome to the City of Healing, where the city resides within. This is Angela, and I just wanted to come forth just to do a brief share before I go into Whole Foods to pick up a few items. I had a minute. Just want to pick up a couple of things. My children surprised me over the weekend and cleaned the house. And they know I like candles, so they lit candles and used the remaining of my incense. So it's only certain types of incense that I like, and one in particular is the white elephant sandalwood. And the store that I usually go to is no longer there, so they have a certain type of sandalwood here at Whole Foods, but not the kind that I like, but it'll do for now because I love sandalwood. Anyway, I just wanted to come forth, and I started a video this morning, but I probably won't post that one. I just do this one, upload this one maybe, about intermittent fasting. And I mentioned it in my last video that this week and probably beyond I'll be doing some intermittent fasting. And I don't fast totally, dry fast. I intermittent fast from time to time, but I haven't done a complete fast of not consuming anything as of yet. I've tried, I think the most I've done was able to do like 2 days, but I would do like more of the intermittent fasting, eating between a 1 to 6 hour, not 1 to 6, but a 6 to 8 hour time frame during the day, and then let my digestive system rest the other times, and just maybe just drinking water or unsweetened tea or something like that. And but nothing, no fruit juices or anything like that. But I just wanted to come forth and just talk about intermittent fasting. And as we know, Hippocrates, who was a student of Imhotep, said, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. And you cannot feed a sickness, because if you feed the sickness, that sickness grows. So if our bodies are full of toxins, parasites, certain diseases or illnesses, or adipose, that feeds that, right? So you have to give the body a time to relax and do what it's meant to do. Our bodies are meant to naturally heal, detoxify, and cleanse itself. And once we give that, our body system a time to do that, it will. It will detoxify, it will cleanse and heal itself. And, I love food too. Mostly I eat most healthy foods, but I love to eat. And even for myself, I need to give my body a time to just rest. So intermittent fasting is very, very imperative to do for all of us. And of course, I still say, fasting is not for everyone. And, in the hospital, even I notice when patients fast during the night, they're what we call NPO, nothing, per oral. You have to be cautious because sometimes their sugar does bottom out. More normal blood sugar we like to see between, maybe 75 to 120, maybe, It depends on the circumstance, and their blood sugar will drop in the 30s because they're not eating, they're symptomatic and unresponsive. So the body is not going to automatically heal itself at that point. The person could actually die, and I've seen that happen. Unfortunately, patients become comatose because their blood sugar, despite all the dextrose that you put in it, will die, So you have to be careful when you're talking about fasting and how you fast, because some people are on medications that lower your blood sugar, and when you're not supplying the body with certain nutrients. And our body naturally produces glucose, of course, but not everybody's body does. So you just really have to be careful, and you have to cater the way you're going to nourish your body, when you're fasting so that you can fast appropriately. And if you are on medicine, you just can't fast and take your insulin and your metformin and glipizide, etc., and still think you can go without eating, and your body will naturally produce the glucose, because it may not. So caution to that. Listen to your body, and if you have to, consult with your doctor when fasting. And of course, there are a lot of religions, Muslims, Christians, Catholics, that do um, fasting, which is a beautiful thing. Um, Groups of religions coming together to fast, diet, and heal themselves is very good, you know. But, again, I caution, to listen to your body and do what's best for you. Like I do the intermittent fasting. That's what works best for me. And make sure that I eat, when I do eat throughout the day, that it's nourishing foods and basically whatever I want. Because for me, I don't eat to lose weight, because, I don't really need to lose weight. I don't need to lose weight. And I don't weigh myself, so I don't know how much I weigh. But um, I tend to gauge that upon how my clothes fit, basically. So I know during the winter time, I'm more between a size 4 or 6 range. Let's say that. And during the spring, I'm just, barely at 4 or less. But I don't like to get lower than that anymore. So I like to stay around size 4, period. And that's where I gauge how much I weigh, how much I don't weigh. So, I haven't weighed myself in quite some time. But that's how I basically gauge, and that's where I usually stay, you know. But when you are back to where I fast is basically to detoxify and cleanse and just give my body the chance to heal. Intermittent fasting or fasting is good for um, cleansing the body. It helps heals the skin, clear the skin up. Fortunately, I don't have that issue with pimples anymore. Um, Hormonal pimples and acne, I don't have that problem anymore. I did when I was in my 40s, real bad, but not anymore, thank goodness. And it also gives the body to cleanse the kidneys, uh, cleanse the gut, and your body just automatically and naturally heals itself during this fasting time, because our body, we come here automatically having what we need to heal ourselves. And we naturally produce glucose, but when you're on lots of diabetic medication, the body, so to speak, goes into remission as to how it can produce certain types of glucose and things that we need to nourish ourselves when we're fasting. So again, it's important you consult with your doctor when you're taking those types of medicine. So I always look forward to, fasting during the spring. And I put on a little extra weight during the winter, which I'm perfectly fine with. Um, but it quickly comes off during the spring, and by summer I'm really very slim, but I'm okay with that. So, and plus I'm still exercising and walking and doing my morning routine. So, you know, I'm probably exercising more lately than usual, but that's okay too. But I just wanted to come forth and talk about intermittent fasting if you haven't heard of it. There's lots of information online, several books. I can't really recommend one person right now. I believe Jason Wong is one person that's very prominent on YouTube, talking about fasting, intermittent fasting, and fasting in general. There's lots of people that talk about fasting and the benefits, and you can see the benefits that different people, experiences that people have had with fasting. It's a very good thing to do. I would recommend it, but proceed cautiously, see how your body, how you feel, and just do it and heal. Anyway, I just wanted to come forth and share that. If you haven't heard of fasting, intermittent fasting, um, research it, see how it works for you. And if anybody have any ideas about how fasting has helped you, please do share and encourage each other to heal. Anyway, thanks for visiting the city, and I hope you have a good evening. Take care.